Jai Hind, Sathiyo. The assembly elections of 5 states of the country were recently concluded. Along with the established parties like Congress, BJP, BRS, the Bahujan ideological parties of India like Bahujan Samaj Party, Bahujan Bharat Party, Azad Samaj Party, Samajwadi Party, Bharat Adivasi Party, etc., also contested these elections. After independence, the dominance of the parties led by economically and socially capable leaders like the Congress, which prevailed over the Indian politics, is seen to be prevailing even today. The fight for the political survival of the Bahujans, started by Baba Saheb, is still going on. There is a need to fight even more vigorously today. In fact, after looking into the today's results, it is felt that there is no alternative other than to mount such a fight of do or die by the leaders and workers of the Bahujan parties. As a conscious activist in the Bahujan politics, one of the main reasons for the decline of Bahujan politics, which is clearly visible to me, is nothing but the lack of political dynamism in the Bahujan parties. Times are changing, new technologies are being used everywhere. Elections on EVM machines are being conducted except ballot papers. Traditionally, campaigning on ground is now accompanied by the use of social media, YouTubes, and new campaigning techniques and systems. These advanced methods are changing the results of the elections to a larger extent. Bahujan leaders who are going about their business in the old fashioned way are getting it difficult to create loyal and dynamic workers of their parties who are skilled in all such techniques. Congress, BJP has made both the issues of running the party and contesting elections so expensive by expending huge amounts of money on the same matter. On the other side, Bahujan parties have no longer their own mechanism like BAMSEP during the time of Kanshiram Sahib, which used to raise the resources from Bahujan society for their own party. Therefore, you will see from many instances that most of the political leaders of the old Bahujan parties started working directly or indirectly on the signals of the ruling parties to maintain their own political existence. So, although it is not clear how seriously the leaders of the old Bahujan parties taking this result, there is a strong possibility that the results of the recent concluded assembly elections in these 5 states will cause great despondency among the workers. The number of MLAs of national Bahujan parties like BSP has reduced to large extents. The percentage of votes is also going down continuously. Bahujan Bharat Party has contested directly, indirectly in 5 seats of Telangana. Since the party is new, the main objective of the Bahujan Bharat Party was to promote the party in South India because of the reason of the elections. It is true that the purpose was fulfilled, but every worker, including the candidate of the party, is unhappy to see that their party candidate has lost the election and the vote gained was much less than they expected. Significantly, the votes obtained in places where the candidate campaigned to the best of his ability and where only candidate filed and did not campaign at all, both the votes count are the same. This matter is of a great concern. Where there is no campaigning, no one knows the party, and vote of the candidate is also not in that constituency, there should be no voting at all. But this vote is same in the campaign constituency and non-campaign constituency. How is this? It is strange, hence doubtful. It is very natural for the party workers to feel depressed due to the defeat in the elections. There will be review meeting of each party, but those meetings will be limited to the chief office bearers. Bahujan Bharat Party feels it necessary to involve all the general workers and honest voters of the Bahujan community in this review discussion. Hence, I have come before you as a part of the same matter. The Bahujan voters must now clearly understand that whatever votes are being earned by the Bahujan party today, it is not actually the party's own vote. Actually, these parties' vote is curtailed to a very small amount, where the Bahujan Party has got a strong candidate who is a repeller from the Congress BJP. At this place, only these parties are getting sufficient votes. But the vote share is very ignorable at the place where these Bahujan parties has given tickets to their party workers. This means that the party of Bahujan ideology has no vote of its own. Therefore, in these elections, it has observed that even though the rebellers of Congress BJP contested from these Bahujan minded parties, they are defeated by small vote count. If these Bahujan parties may have this marginal base vote, these rebeller candidates could have won. It clearly shows that these Bahujan parties has lost their base vote too. The main reason for this is the lack of cadre process in these parties. Unless the cadre process is started fresh in a new manner, these Bahujan Adadi parties will not be able to survive in the future. Another major reason for the defeat of these parties of Bahujan ideology is the misuse of EVM machines by the parties in power. Congress, BJP are succeeding in making the results as per their will by misusing the new technology, as one of them is always in power. Basically, since Congress and BJP are parties of the same Brahmanical ideology, there is no reason to cause the loss of other party if one of them is in power. In fact, after the British left our country, Prime Minister and leader of Congress Party, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, wanted an opposition party based on his ideas and given birth to the Bharatiya Janata Party by promoting Shama Prasad Mukherjee, a minister from his own ministry. Baba Saheb Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar's Scheduled Caste Federation was kept away from being a major opposition party. Even today, they do not want any party of Bahujan ideology on the opposition bench. Therefore, they have continuously fooled the Bahujan community in the last 75 years after independence by doing hidden politics that complement each other. By using EVMs, they have converted multi-party elections into a bi-party elections. Elections owned by tampering of EVMs are brought to public for discussion by paid TV channels and newspapers to convince how their party and their leaders are increasing their party base, and hence the results are in their favor. But there is a dead silence on this matter in social media. Social media has become an effective tool to gauge public opinion now these days. From the silence observed by common people on social media, it can be clearly said that this majority owned by Bharatiya Janata Party or Congress is because of only the misuse of EVM. As a professor in an engineering college, I can confidently tell you that in the programming language like Java used in counting the votes casted after a certain count can be diverted to any desired party. This is purely in the hands of program which is in the EVM machine. In this election too, votes of independents and small parties are only wandering around three digits. Is it not possible for any independent or a small party candidate to enter into 4 or 5 digit vote count. This is happening because of EVM tampering. Independents and small parties will mostly blame to their voters and cannot opt to fight with the rulers. All you well aware that all the ruling parties advocate Brahminical ideologies in the ancient India. Congress and BJP are two major parties among them. In ancient history, there are many examples available in the Poti Puranas written by them to prove how these Brahminical people conspired to usurp the throne of the Bahujan kings. We hear from this Poti Purana that Vishnu took incarnation whenever the Bahujan kingdoms were to be suppressed, taking many incarnations like Matsya Avtara, Kachva Avtara, Vara Avtara, Vaman Avtara, and so on. This god, named as Vishnu, has captured the kingdom of Bahujan people. On this ground, we can say that today also Vishnu will not hesitate to take the avtara of EVM to secure the Brahminical rule. Hence, tampering of EVM is possible. In this way, the repression of the parties of Bahujan ideology is going on. Then, what is the solution for this decline of Bahujan politics? Is there any Bahujan party or leader to discuss on this matter open in the Bahujan people? Bahujan Bharat Party wants to include you all in this discourse. It is an option for Bahujans to come together under a single umbrella as a single party to end the oppressive politics of BJP. But in reality, such theoretical approach will not make feasible. Even if the ultimate goal is to unite the Bahujan society, it is necessary to take into account the divisions created within this Bahujan society by the caste system. Because of the divisions, caste and religions based organizations have been formed among them. A better option that can be implemented today is to bring these different parties and organizations of Bahujan society together. Therefore, it is very important to form an alliance of parties of various groups in Bahujan society. But this proposal will not come to fruition if some small party from Bahujan society puts it forward. Initiating such movements by a major party in the Bahujan community can be fruitful. Therefore, it is very necessary to initiate this at the national level by a party like Bahujan Samaj Party and at the state level by the major Bahujan party in the state, for example, the Vanchit Bahujan Agadi in Maharashtra. So again, I humbly appeal to these parties and their leaders that they should not follow the leaders of alliance made by Congress, BJP, or any other Brahminical party. Attempt should be made to unite the small and big parties of the Bahujan community to form an independent alliance of 85% of the people. Surely, this Bahujan Agadi will give successful result in electoral politics. This will boost the way of Bahujan society to unite in the real sense. Beyond this, if anyone is afraid of EVM, then I want to clarify that who will accept the results of EVM when 85% Bahujan society is united. The throne of Delhi will remain in the control of the Bahujan people if this is going to be happen. Therefore, it is my humble request to the bigger parties and leaders of these parties that they should properly start the process of binding the fist of these small and big Bahujan ideological parties. If this is not happen, I would like to give you an intensive warning that Bahujan society of the country will decide on its own and surely will find a new alternative. Thank you. Jai Hind.